Number 15, State of Decay 2. Get ready to immerse yourself once more in a world filled with the undead. Take control of your group of survivors, develop your leadership skills, and put it to the extreme test. In State of Decay 2, survival remains primary goal of the game. Despite the lack of details from developer Undead Labs, we're pretty sure of a big leap towards multiplayer mechanics. There's the 4-player co-op, a bigger, more dynamic world, and an RPG-like progression. Let's hope the third-person view adds a bit of challenge to the survival theme. It will be released sometime in 2017. Number 14, Sniper Elite 4. Behold! Rebellion's famed shooter brings out the next generation elements. This time, they're promising to create more detailed environments, insanely fun missions, and precision-based ballistics for you to hear that satisfying nut shot. Staying true to its timeline, the world is once again faced in a battle between the Allies and Axis. However, the aftermath of its predecessor brings more trouble than usual. Set in Italy, take control of an elite Italian marksman destined to shoot the hell out of his targets, through the head or through the nuts. The game is set to release in February 2017. Number 13 is Prey. Entangle yourself in the sci-fi adventure in Arcane Studios' reimagining entry of Prey. It may or may not be a sequel to the 2006 game that we all knew. However, the developers really intended to make it a separate game, but with the same formula from the classic. Survive in an alternate timeline where President Kennedy was never assassinated. The space program flourishes and humanity is on the brink of danger. In this game, the player is abducted in a ship populated with aliens. Combat is a mixture of first-person shooting and exploration. Fight aliens, customize your character, and don't fall to its prey. Coming in 2017. Number 12 is Gwent, the Witcher card game. If you're a big fan of CD Projekt Red's The Witcher franchise, then you're gonna love this. Announced on E3 2016, it made fans explode in excitement as they actually made a game about the greatest minigame in a video game to date. Gwent is a card-based game with a twist. Players put their cards on a battlefield. However, in Gwent, things take a different turn. There's no presence of mana or energies. In this game, you control a battlefield, send your troops on different lanes, select your king, and dominate the warlike scenario. The closed beta is ongoing, and if you guys registered beforehand, then you get to enjoy the experience for free. Official launch is scheduled in 2017. Number 11 is Hello Neighbor. So, I know you're wondering what this game is and how did it end up on this list. As you can see, it offers something very unique in terms of gameplay. Hello Neighbor is a stealth horror game that lets you take control of a character who wants to break into some dude's house. Sounds simple, right? The catch is it's very advanced adaptive AI. You are literally being predicted by the game's formula. Everywhere you go, every step you take, he's always one step ahead of you. A very thrilling experience that puts the dread in you. The goal of this game is simple. Get into the basement and find his secret, given that he must not catch you. Pre-alpha demo of the game is now available for download with an expected release in the summer of 2017. Number 10 is Vampyr. With the success of Life is Strange, Don't Not Entertainment brings the vampire genre to its realest, minus the cheesy romance and hot werewolves. Anyway, Vampyr puts your morality to the test. Set in a fictional 1918 London, you're Dr. Jonathan Reed, a vampire doctor being torn apart between being good or bad. As mentioned, the game lets you decide which path to take. Will it be the merciless, bloodthirsty vampire, or that of a pacifistic good doctor? The choice is up to you. Its third-person element and Don't Not's love for consequential choices gives us hope that this game won't suck. Coming this 2017. Number 9 is Tekken 7. Get ready for the next battle in Bandai Namco's latest entry to the critically acclaimed fighting franchise. Tekken 7 enters the arena with high-quality particle effects and girls wearing skimpy dresses. This time, the vigor of the fighters are amped to a whole new degree and the PC players can finally enjoy the adrenaline-pumping action. Not to mention a whole new set of fantastic and lovable characters, from a bunny-hopping girl to an ass-kicking Filipino woman. And let's not forget, Street Fighter's Akuma being a guest star. How's that for a treat? Tekken 7 is set for release sometime in 2017. Number 8 is Outlast 2. Experience the rebirth of Red Barrel's famed horror game that not only generated a ton of awards, but also scared the living shit out of us. Its intense first-person survival brings out the eerie vibes in the dilapidated mental asylum. That was just the first game. In Outlast 2, you're no longer a person trapped in a deranged facility. You're caught in a cornfield of confusion as you walk around every corner of its town with a demonic presence. Fans of the occult are going to love how Outlast deviates from science to move to the very thing horror made awesome, the paranormal. Witness satanic rituals, burning pyres, and a reverse crucifix in this godforsaken game. Coming this March 2017. Number 7 is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. We've talked about how hyped we are of this game and how it may offer a lot of intense moments to the VR scene. But now, we're glad that it will finally get released on the PC. Resident Evil 7 is a surprising entry to Capcom's long list of failed Resident Evil games. This one takes a whole new approach to the usual gameplay. It moves away from the usual third-person to first-person view. Recent trailers reveal little about the game. What we do know is that it's getting crazier by the day. We're surprised that it still has a lot of the old elements, like the save system and the ludicrous villagers. Will be released on January 24, 2017. Number 6 is Injustice 2. The greatest gladiator fight in the history of the world. Warner Bros. Sequel to the acclaimed hero vs. hero power play is back. This time, with a ton of new characters added to its roster. Supergirl, Gorilla Grodd, Deadshot, and more are ready for an action-packed brawl of superhero proportions. On top of the new set of fighters, the game now lets you customize your picks. You can now upgrade your favorite superhero and turn it into a hulking badass. And would you just look at that sick ultimate? For release sometime in 2017. Number 5 is Quake Champions. Quake is making a big comeback into the arena with a whole new set of features, making it a contender to becoming a new esports favorite. Champions comes with a smooth and chaotic first-person gameplay that adds the thrill of shooting your enemies to a pulp. Bethesda promises a more competitive multiplayer content that one day may rival Overwatch's. Its gritty and gory atmosphere can add a feeling of brutality to the players in its fast-paced combat. Choose your weapon and dominate the arena. Quake Champions will be released in 2017. Number 4 is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Take down the Mexican cartel in this explosive entry to the Ghost Recon franchise. In Wildlands, you take control of the Ghosts as they shut down an ever-expanding drug empire, headquartered in Bolivia. Wildlands gives you this cartel-dominated land in all its freeform glory. Stop its shady deals and prevent this drug empire to flourish. You are literally given the choice to do whatever you want in infiltrating its operations. With a multiplayer feature so diverse and a single-player content so rich, we can't wait for Wildlands. Releasing this March 7, 2017. Number 3, South Park, The Fractured Butthole. The boys of South Park, Colorado are back in another ridiculous adventure. This time, it's between which superhero movie franchise should embrace the limelight. I mean, DC and Marvel could do it, why can't they? The game introduces a whole new gameplay and campaign fit for the superhero industry. Play as the new kid and decide as the boys find their differences in a superhero crazy fest. Rip the fabric of space and time with their extreme farts, and with the introduction of the Nautilus Rift, you can immerse yourself with its smell. Get ready to meet new and familiar faces from the 20 years of South Park. In lieu of its 20th season, the game is about to get interesting. Scheduled to release in the first quarter of 2017. Number 2 is For Honor. Pick between 3 warring classes in this hack-and-slash bloodbath of cascading metal in this Ubisoft's grand entry of AAA games. The battlefield is yours for the taking. Siege towers, climb castles, and dominate your opponent in its unique art of battle combat. Choose between the knight, samurai, or Viking in a grand spectacle worthy of single-player and multiplayer experiences. Each of these classes are different and offer unique fighting styles that give players an edge to each encounter. There's so much in store for Honor, and we can't wait till it drops on Valentine's Day of 2017. Here are the runners-up before we reveal the number 1. Pre-order these games right now by clicking the links in the description box below. Number 1 is Mass Effect Andromeda. There is no denying that BioWare's next entry to its universally acclaimed franchise is so full of promises. Let us forget about Mass Effect 3's ending and move on to the vastness of the Andromeda Galaxy. Set 400 years after the Reaper invasion, take control of a whole new character of your own choosing. Meet new friends and even old ones and feel the fresh breeze in this dazzling space adventure with explosive set pieces, colorful memories, and a whole new hope for the galaxy. Get ready, Space Boys, because aside from the return of the Mako, multiplayer is also confirmed. Mass Effect Andromeda will be released sometime in 2017. We publish 3 gaming videos every week. Don't miss any of them. Click that bell button beside the subscribe button, check the send me box, and save. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends. Subscribe now and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Google+.